Mimi ndio deputy president wa Kenya. Na hii kiti hakuna mahali kinaenda.
We are not going to look for less. Lakini deputy president, usifikiria ya kwamba tunataka kiti yako, tunataka kukufukuza.
As the clock ticks towards the 2027 general election, President William Ruto finds himself navigating the most delicate political balancing act of his career.
Wapinduru ya rais wawe! Nipe!
The unexpected entry of the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, into his broad-based government has ignited a fierce contest for the deputy president position, a seat currently occupied by Kithure Kindiki, but now coveted by a growing list of aspirants from nearly every region of the country.
I, Kithure Kindiki,
do swear that I will always truly and diligently serve the people of Kenya and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya.
What was once considered settled succession politics has transformed into a multi-cornered battle that threatens to unravel the president's re-election coalition before it is even formally assembled.
Mimi nimekuwa kwa siasa kwa muda. Mwanasiasa mzuri anajua siku ya kuongea na siku ya kunyamaza.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, appointed in the late 2024 following Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment, has made his position unequivocally clear.
Ati nimesikia kuna watu wameleta wasiwasi huku. Ati wanasema iko maneno ya wasiwasi huku.
Speaking recently, the DP pushed back against mounting speculation about his political future, adopting a characteristically measured but firm tone.
Mimi ndio deputy president wa Kenya. Na hii kiti hakuna mahali kinaenda. Na tukitoka hapa, hakuna kurudi nyuma, ni kusonga mbele.
The deputy president's camp has been far less restrained in defending their turf. Public Service CS Geoffrey Ruto, a Kindiki ally from Embu County, launched a blistering response to ODM's ambitions.
Kwa sasa, the seat of Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, it is not vacant. Professor Kithure Kindiki amekalia hiyo kiti sawasawa, amesaidia rais wetu sawasawa.
Ruto's statement followed what appeared to be a strategic shift from ODM's acting party leader, Odburu Odinga, who had earlier indicated the party would support Kindiki before performing a dramatic U-turn to claim the seat for ODM.
Those who thought that we are not going to demand for deputy president, that is one of them. We must demand because
the CS made it clear.
Ikifika 2027 wataungana na rais wetu waende katika kinyang'anyiro, tuhakikishe kwamba wametengeneza serikali kutoka 2027 kwenda 2032.
That any negotiations with ODM regarding presidential ambitions would only happen in 2032, a full term away.
Ikifika 2032 ndio tutahakikisha kwamba Profesa Kithure Kindiki tunapigania yeye aingie Ikulu, na wakati huo watakaa chini na chama ya ODM watafute naibu wake wa rais kutoka kwa chama ya ODM 2032, watengeneze serikali ya Kenya 2027.
The mountain's defense extends beyond verbal assurances.
Si mnajua hii serikali, mimi ndio namba 2 kwa hiyo serikali. Ni kweli si kweli?
Tharaka Nithi Governor Muthomi Njuki, backed by Thika Town MP Alice Ng'ang'a, have declared Kindiki their irreducible minimum in any future political arrangement.
Kiti cha Deputy President it is non-negotiable. Hata ngo hawezi kapata.
The Mount Kenya bloc has warned the president against trading mountain numerical strength for ODM's offering. Meru politicians aligned with Kindiki have escalated the stakes, issuing what amounts to an ultimatum to President Ruto.
Kuna watu ambao wako na vitina. Kuna watu ambao wako na vitina. Na hatutaki kuletewa vitina.
They have staked an exclusive claim to the DP slot on behalf of Mount Kenya East.
Hiyo kiti wakisema ati sio Kithure Abraham Kindiki. Sisi Mount Kenya na sisi tutoke Broadbased.
The Orange Democratic Movement, on the other hand, has thrown a carefully calculated grenade into Kenya Kwanza's succession plans.
Ati nimesikia kuna watu wameleta wasiwasi huko. Mimi nataka kuambia mfanye nini? Mfanye nini? Mfanye nini? Na musiletewe wasiwasi na mambo madogo madogo. Yale watu wanaongea, watu wa siasa.
Oburu Oginga, acting party leader following the death of his brother Raila Odinga, has been unambiguous.
Lakini deputy president, usifikiria ya kwamba tunataka kiti yako, tunataka kukufukuza. Walisema ati mimi nilisema ati sisi hatutaki kiti cha deputy president. Hiyo kiti ya deputy president ndio tunalenga sana. Hiyo ndio tunalenga.
Stating ODM will not settle for anything less than the deputy president position in any coalition agreement with President Ruto.
As we move forward, we are not going to look for less. Nilisema ya kwamba huyo deputy president hatuna nini chuki na yeye kwa binafsi. Yeye binafsi hatuna maneno naye. Lakini hiyo kiti ni kiti ya public.
Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga, who herself has been speculated to be angling for the DP seat, has amplified the message, where she framed ODM's demand in terms of historical justice.
Sisi kama chama cha ODM tukiongozwa na kiongozi wetu Dr. Oburu Oginga, tumeamua ya kwamba tumempea nafasi aende azungumze pamoja na vyama vingine ambavyo viko na sera sawa na ODM, tukianza na UDA.
Amid the high-stakes negotiations, mining CS Hassan Joho has emerged as the Coast region's standard bearer, though his messaging requires careful decoding. Speaking at the historic Tononoka grounds in Mombasa, Joho declared his long-term ambitions of ascending to the top seat.
Na Mombasa, nataka niwaulize, ukiniangalia mimi sitaki kuwa rais wa nchi hii. Nataka staki. Lakini lazima nijipange, sivyo?
The former Mombasa governor, who served 2 terms before his cabinet appointment, emphasized his sacrifices for ODM, positioning loyalty as his primary credential.
I, Hassan Ali Joho, being appointed the Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya.
Crucially, Joho announced that he had agreed to shelve his 2027 ambitions to allow President Ruto to complete his second term, a statement that ostensibly leaves him inside the DP conversation while keeping him prominently in the frame.
Sai twamunga Daktari Oburu Odinga, twamunga hata William siku za usoni, uko mbele wazoee kusema Rais Hassan Ali.
However, ODM leaders from the coast have been more direct. They have formally backed Joho to be part of the ODM UDA engagement talks, declaring him their preferred candidate for the deputy president position.
Katika yale mazungumzo, yale ambayo yataunda serikali ya Kenya, tunaomba na tunataka ya kwamba mpwani awe pale.
This places Joho squarely in contention, despite his carefully worded public statements about waiting until 2032. The region's unity behind Joho was underscored by ODM party leader and Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Nasir, who declared that the coast is speaking with one voice and consulting collectively on its 2027 political direction. Nasir praised Joho's leadership as instrumental in anchoring regional cohesion during a period of national political realignment.
Ndani 2032 tuna imani kijana Ali Hassan Joho ataunda serikali hii.
Western Kenya presents perhaps the most complicated variable in the equation. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has been positioning himself and his community for national leadership.
Tulitembea hapa, lakini mlitubwaga. But now we are together.
Though his timeline appears focused on 2032 rather than the immediate DP contest.
We cannot afford to make another mistake. And the best opportunity we have is with the president.
While Mudavadi declared that the Western region is best placed to succeed President Ruto in 2032, the 2027 DP position could also be in the mix.
We want this region and all the people who stay here to benefit from this government.
He told residents that the Luhya nation has its best chance in history to rise to the presidency, saying the community is closer to power than it has been since independence.
For now, a president has never come from Western Kenya. For now. Tomorrow it will be a different thing. But we live in this country.
This is the golden opportunity that you have been waiting for. This is the time for us to rally behind his leadership, rally behind the support he has extended.
Wetangula's reported interest in the 2032 presidential race has drawn skepticism from within the region.
Ndugu zangu Musalia na Wetangula, kama mumeogopa, toa jambo.
Luhya leaders and analysts have dismissed the speaker's ambitions as familiar political rhetoric unsupported by a credible roadmap, insisting that the Luhya nation must front a candidature in 2027, not wait another cycle.
Maneno ya kusema Waluhya 2032 hiyo ni yako. Sisi tunataka Mluhya kwa meza 2027.
Doubt has been cast on the prospects of Wetangula or Mudavadi succeeding Ruto, arguing that the head of state has his own succession calculations and already has a deputy positioning himself as a potential heir.
Ndugu zetu kutoka Rift Valley na Central, wakati wako na Weta wanamwambia Ruto atakuachia. Wakienda wakati wako na Musalia wanamwambia Musalia Ruto atakuachia. Ni kuchezea, maana akili iko chini.
This pointed observation captures the fundamental tension.
Wewe Weta ukitaka 32 ngoja tutaongea 32 huko, lakini sisi na wale viongozi wako mtazamo wetu tunasema 2027 Mluhya wapi? Kwa meza.
Kindiki is not merely defending his current position, but building towards 2032, creating a direct conflict with Western ambitions.
And therefore there should be no cause of alarm. Tutaendelea vizuri kuendelea mbele. Siku ya kampeni kifika, sisi ndio mafundi wa siasa. Hii maneno tutakoroga mpaka ingiane.
Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has not remained silent amid the realignment.
Nchi hii amewachiwa na Uhuru Kenyatta, mwaka 3 ameharibu kila kitu.
The DCP leader dismissed the DP debate as inconsequential, arguing that the opposition's priority is to make Ruto a one-term president, regardless of who serves as the running mate.
Agenda yetu ya kwanza ni kumtoa. Tukimtoa, tufufue uchumi.
Gachagua argued Mount Kenya to remain united and avoid internal divisions, warning that disunity would weaken the bloc politically.
Tunatafuta marafiki Western, Coast, Nyanza, kila pahali Rift Valley. Tunataka tuishi pamoja kama wa Kenya. But for us to do that, we must first be united as a people.
He announced that opposition forces will engage in zoning talks with other formations, including Wiper's Kalonzo Musyoka, to maximize their chances in 2027.
Ikiwekwa ya Ukambani milioni 3, ya Western milioni 4, ya Coast milioni 2, si ameenda nyumbani? So ile kazi yako naye ni vile atakawanya hii mlima. Na ile mtu nazuia yeye kugawanya hii mlima ni kamuti hapa wa Munyoro kanaitwa Rigiji.
The race is widely seen as a test of Kindiki's political muscle in his broader Mount Kenya backyard. Political analysts note that success by Kindiki to deliver the Mbeere seat gave President Ruto reason to consider keeping him in the 2027 campaign team.
Na mimi nataka niwashukuru watu wa hapa sehemu hii kwa kunipatia huyu mungwana anaitwa Profesa Kithure Kindiki. Huyu mungwana niwaambie sasa niko na deputy huyu.
President Ruto now faces an unenviable choice. Keeping Kindiki satisfies Mount Kenya's demand for continuity and rewards a loyal deputy who has conducted himself with discipline since assuming office. It also avoids the appearance of rewarding ODM's late entry into government with the second highest office in the land. But accommodating ODM's demand for the DP slot could deliver Raila Odinga's formidable political machine into Ruto's campaign, potentially securing votes in Nyanza, Coast, and parts of Western Kenya.
Because of the coming together under this broad-based government, because of the Honorable Raila Odinga working with me to put together this broad-based government, Kenya has a date with destiny.
It would also cement the broad-based government as a genuine political coalition rather than a temporary administrative arrangement.
Chama ya ODM lazima mujipange, musimame imara. Tunataka a strong ODM ndio tuweze kupanga mambo ya uongozi wa Kenya pamoja.
The president must also weigh the ambitions of Mudavadi and Wetangula, whose Western support base is critical to Kenya Kwanza's 2027 calculations.
I want to stand here and tell Kenyans and members of UDA that I am a proud member of UDA.
While both have publicly focused on 2032, the prospect of Kindiki serving 2 terms as deputy before ascending to the presidency in 2032 would effectively lock out Western aspirants for more than a decade.
Na Profesa Kithure Kindiki ndiye naibu wa rais kwa sasa, ndiye atakuwa naibu wa rais kuelekea 2027 mpaka 2032, na 2032 tutaungana sisi zote kama Gikuyu, kama Meru, kama Embu kuhakikisha kwamba na Kenya yote ameingia Ikulu akuwe rais wa taifa letu la Kenya.
There is also an unpredictable variable of Gachagua, whose DCP party in alliance with Kalonzo could peel off significant votes in Mount Kenya if DP Kindiki is perceived to have been treated unfairly. Gachagua's claim that he will make Ruto a one-term president may be blasted, but his ability to mobilize Mount Kenya discontent is not in doubt.
Lakini Ruto ana shift narrative ati shida ya Kenya na ukabila. There is no community that has a problem with any other community. So anataka kugawanya hii mlima ndio aone kama atangangana. Naye mimi na watu yangu tumekaa ngumu.
Beneath the elite maneuvering lies the deeper reality of Kenya's political arithmetic.
Huyu rais tulimchagua, tulimpenda. Alikuja na Biblia, tukafikiria ni Mkristo mtu mzuri. Alitudanganya, hakutudanganya. Tukamchagua. Kufika pale ametumia hiyo kiti kumaliza watu ya Mount Kenya.
Every major community is angling for the DP slot, recognizing that the position is not merely ceremonial, but a pathway to the presidency in 2032.
The united opposition, which I'm proud to co-lead alongside Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, and many others, represents Kenya's best hope for change in 2027.
Mount Kenya, having produced 3 presidents, Kenyatta, Kibaki, Uhuru, believes it has earned the right to retain the DP position, particularly after Gashagua's impeachment left the region feeling aggrieved.
Mashtaka ambayo nilishtakiwa pale bunge na senate nikafukuzwa. Ilikuwa ni kukataa kutia amri ya Ruto kwa mambo ya eviction, kwa mambo ya extrajudicial killing. Mimi nilimkataza kuua watoto, nikakataa kumuunga mkono.
Kindiki's defenders framed the DP slot as compensation for the region's political investment in Ruto's 2022 victory. In the case of ODM, which represents Luo Nyanza and allied communities, demands the DP slot as the price of joining government after 2 decades in opposition. The party's leaders argue that the political machinery and regional strongholds deserve recognition at the highest level.
Tuzungumze pamoja, tuende ile Canaan ambayo baba alikuwa anatupeleka, tukipitia Singapore, tukienda hiyo Canaan.
The coast, through Joho, asserts its claim based on consistent loyalty to ODM and the region's growing electoral significance. Western Kenya, through Mudavadi and Wetangula, and a new generation of leaders, insists that the region's time has come after producing 3 vice presidents, but never a president. The internal debate between waiting for 2032 or pushing for 2027 reflects the region's impatience with being perpetually positioned as kingmakers rather than kings.
Tumetembea kule Kakamega, tumekuwa Ujaluoni, tumekuwa huko Nyeri, kila mahali watu wanaimba tu Ruto 10 bila break.
As by-elections approach and coalition negotiations intensify, several scenarios are possible.
The aspect of a running mate is very, very important in our politics at the top, at the seat of the presidency. But the aspect of the running mate is very, very useless when it comes to county governments.
President Ruto could retain Kindiki and dare ODM to withdraw from the broad-based government, a high-risk strategy that will return ODM to opposition and possibly unite it with Gashago's forces. Alternatively, Ruto could strike a deal with ODM for the DP slot, hoping that Kindiki's disappointment can be managed and Mount Kenya's anger contained. A third scenario involves creative engineering, perhaps expanding the Prime Cabinet Secretary position or creating a powerful Deputy Prime Minister role that satisfies ODM's demand for high office without displacing Kindiki.
He has washed away the perception of many Kenyans that he's just a hand-picked professor who can only be a loyal deputy. No, he has proven that he's not just a loyal deputy. He's actually a serious political operative. He's a serious political mobilizer.
However, ODM's insistence on nothing less than number 2 suggests such workarounds may prove unacceptable. What is certain is that the coming months will test President Ruto's famed political dexterity. The man who assembled the Hustler Nation coalition that defeated the political establishment in 2022 must now reassemble the pieces for 2027 while managing expectations that may ultimately prove irreconcilable. For Kindiki, watching his coveted power slip toward rivals even as he holds the office, the coming months will be the ultimate test of political survival. For President Ruto, managing the multi-ethnic, multi-party scramble while keeping his re-election prospects intact may prove the most daunting challenge of his presidency.
Not by personal ambition, but a shared commitment to rescuing our country from mismanagement and restoring democratic governance.
Rehab Mora, Sauti TV.